The views and opinions expressed on the following program do not necessarily reflect the views or opinions of Nash Community College, the Board of Trustees of Nash Community College, or the North Carolina Community College System.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
Anything for my princess.
I am serious, and don't call me Shirley.
Hello! Welcome to Big Bang Cinema. I'm Isaac Anderson.
I am Tyler.
What are you doing?
Camera's like far from me now.
Anyway, yeah, how you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing okay. In case you don't know, there's a movie show where we talk about movie news, movie reviews, and everything in between.
The occasional in between.
It's mostly in between. Sometimes we talk about movies and whatnot.
Yeah, sometimes we do.
Sometimes.
Most times we don't.
Most of the time we go off the rails and talk about other stuff, but it's more fun that way. But yeah, cutting over here in just a second. Over here we have the wonderful Hunter Baker. The man's name is two occupations, and he's got a big beard, and he's got a laptop and a water bottle that's filled with water. How about that?
And he's probably thinking about Tetris right now.
Yeah, how you doing, buddy?
Tetris.
Tetris?
Tetris.
I'm all right.
Cool.
Having a
By the
good
way,
day.
Hunter's been playing Tetris for the last like three and a half days.
Yeah, what's your score now?
It's like 8 million.
No,
He's
He's not even exaggerating right now.
Hunter's like ranked 16th in the world,
23rd.
23rd in the world in Tetris.
In one game of Tetris. Let's not say all.
Oh, okay.
That's a vastly different claim to make right there.
No. And over here we have the long, skinny, dare I say beautiful? No, I don't.
Drew.
Andrew
It's Drew.
Small.
It's Drew. Hey, Drew. Smile, Drew.
Hi, how are you
You got
doing?
any shout-outs, Drew?
I'm good. No, you got a long show today,
He's
so we
not
can kick right
going to
into
shout
it.
out randomly until he gets older.
Yeah, thank you.
But speaking about shouting out randomly, Michael Fassbender is going to be starring
Michael Fassbender. Who was that? Oh, I believe he was
Magneto.
Magneto.
Magneto and the dude from Shame. Trust me, you know Shame if you've seen it. Trust me, I look at Shame every day I look in the mirror.
Shameless.
But, no, anyway, Kung Fury is a 80s nostalgia flick that was, I think it was straight to YouTube. David Hasselhoff did the theme song
I
for
saw
it.
it on Netflix.
It was probably on Netflix too. It was done mostly like kind of against a green screen.
I believe it was Dutch, too.
Well, whatever it was made, and it's just a big glorification of the '80s, and it was.
It's a parody film.
It's basically like it's supposed to be like one of those '80s films that came out really schlocky. Michael Fassbender is going to be starring in a feature-length film of that.
Well,
Again, I guess that's a feature-length film already.
Well, I mean, it was like 30 minutes.
It was. I thought it was longer than that.
Oh, about 30, 40 minutes.
They're
But
going to make a feature-length film in this.
well, you know what character he's going to play? Is it going to be Triceratops?
Triceratops? I don't think it's going to be
No.
Triceratops. I know Triceratops is in this, isn't he?
Yeah, he's the policeman, not the poster. He's the
It's been a
policeman.
long time since I've seen Kung
He's
Fury.
got the big
I
Triceratops
remember he was
head.
kicking Nazis most of the movie.
Yeah, he was fighting Nazis and
And
barbarians.
which is the most 90s thing. 80s thing. Not 90s. But yeah. Have you guys seen Kung Fury? Good talk. But, no. For real. Have you guys seen Kung Fury?
No.
No.
I have.
You have? Well, I know you have.
I've seen
just- I
Kung
didn't ask
Pao
you.
Enter the Fist
But that's probably a better film. But
It's actually coming out again this year.
and
the
Kung Fu
Tons of
Hustle.
Fury.
I don't know.
That was a good one too. I was really surprised
So-
by that one.
To the people that don't know what Kung Fury is about, like I kind of gave a
There
brief
is
review.
there is no really what it's about.
It's just kind of like stuff that happens.
Yeah, it's literally a chain of events that happen.
Okay. Do you think this is going to lend itself to a full feature-length film?
Possibly so, man. I mean, it's really random.
I don't know if they can stretch this out into an hour and 30 minutes. I really don't.
They could just make stuff up like they did while they were making the original.
I really don't think it's going to lend itself to an hour and 30 minutes worth of content. I think the 30-minute little segment was probably perfect for what it needed to be. And it's all it needed to be. They just wanted to make like a glorification of stuff they loved from the 80s and, not make it make any sense. Just have a bunch of funny characters, make it look like a VHS, have the music and everything.
It even skipped at some point.
I think it's just the whole effect and After Effects that they put on it. But I don't know this is a good idea. I mean, who am I to say that? But Michael Fassbender's a quality actor. I can see him kind of doing this. I've never seen him do something this schlocky before. Granted, he did X-Men Apocalypse, which is pretty darn schlocky, but this is like something that's, kind of more satirical and outright comedic.
And unknown.
Well, I think a lot of people know Kung Fury now. David Hasselhoff was a part of it, so I think a lot of people know
Oh,
it.
a lot of people are like, who's David Hasselhoff? So
Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, who knows? It might be pretty good. Well, speaking about terrible disaster, Zack Snyder, our favorite director here, apparently people are saying now he got fired from Justice League. Which,
dude, why don't you kick him while he's down, bro?
yeah, that's kind of a sucky thing. And in case you don't know, Zack Snyder directed the Justice League movie, and about March or April, he left for family issues. So reportedly, his daughter committed suicide, which is totally true. And he left production. And after that, he was unheard of a little bit. He did the little short film on the iPhone, and that was about it. And you never heard anything from him. But I always thought it was kind of weird the whole time. And in case you don't know, Joss Whedon took over for him after this. And this isn't really supposed to be like speculating or anything like that. It was just kind of, I thought it was kind of interesting because I can see this happening really well, being fired from a production like this. Because a lot of people, we were talking a little bit before the show, that the first cut of his movie was reportedly unwatchable to a lot of people. And his last few movies didn't really do too well critically. They did all right financially, but this was supposed to be like the creme de quoi. Like this is the movie that needs to be successful in order for everything to go on.
Creme de soie?
Creme de quoi.
Oh, it's something like hair
Creme de
gel.
quoi. But,
Hair gel.
But yeah, I thought it was really odd. He didn't say anything during the press tour. He didn't. There's no. There was like no words out of him about this movie at all. Like I didn't hear anything or see anything. He just completely vanished.
Disappeared.
So do you think this was for the better, or do you think it was for the worse?
Why was he here in the first place?
Because they started with him, they put all the eggs in his basket, and they had to roll with it, man.
The eggs rolled right out of those baskets too.
I know. What do you guys think? Do you guys have any opinions on that? If not, it's okay. I'm just wondering.
Do you have any eggs in any baskets? Anybody got chickens at home?
Well, I mean, it's hearsay, until someone proves and shows me the contractual void stamp on there, it's all, like you said, it's speculation.
And what do you define as unwatchable? That's such a broad, vague, and general term.
Apparently, it was so incoherent and so wrong tonally that it was unwatchable. In that
What
sense.
makes it wrong?
I mean, we're going to go down a philosophical rabbit hole for that. But I mean, who knows? I just thought it was interesting because I could see this happening. But I mean, who cares? First off, the movie sucked. I think most everyone thinks that movie sucked.
I know.
I know a few people that think they like it, or they like it, but you cannot deny that Henry Cavill's. Do we have a picture of Henry Cavill's face from that movie? Henry Cavill's face. Well, obviously this. And Henry Cavill had a mustache during the filming of this, and they had to reshoot it because they didn't like what they had before.
So is that Justice League or is that that
picture's from Man of Steel.
Westworld?
Oh yeah, he does look like from Westworld, but yet his cartoon CGI face was even creepier. I mean, people were comparing him to the human Shrek from Shrek 2. Oh my goodness! And I watched a clip of Zack Snyder. Actually, there was a deleted scene from his version where Superman actually has a real face and not like cartoon jelly face, and it didn't look this creepy and uncanny.
It doesn't even look like Henry Cavill.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It looks like the guy from The Matrix, the bad guy.
Oh, it looks like Hugo Weaving?
Yeah, it looks like Hugo Weaving a little bit younger.
It kind of does, yeah.
Agent Smith.
It was creepy to see in the movie.
Mr. Anderson.
It's creepy in the movie.
Himself.
Yeah, it's creepy in the movie. It's just really, really unsettling to watch. But
he was Megatron, if you don't know that.
I know. Speaking about Megatron and unsettling things, the director of Paddington 2, Paul King, is going to be directing a Willy Wonka movie.
Oh, I loved this movie. My mother loved it too.
Yeah. I enjoyed Paddington 2.
awesome.
We talked about it a few weeks ago on.
Yeah, it was really
Quickflix.
heartwarming, very heartwarming.
It was just kind of it was a really wholesome movie, and it took pride in being that, And granted, Chris Darkins, that's not here today. It's okay. Paddington can go to human prison because it's a movie.
Well, he shouldn't have gone to the prison because he should have been extradited back to his home country.
We're not talking about this again, but
Peru.
we're not going down to this rabbit hole. Bear hole. Oh my goodness.
A barrel burrow. What do they call it?
It's a bear hole.
Bear hole. Yeah, I like that.
Because every time you say rabbit hole, I look at the drawing
bear
behind
hole.
it.
Mr. Harry Hole from our old show.
Oh, Mr. Harry Hole.
That's what they call a bear hole. Den.
Okay,
correct.
But you guys didn't see Paddington 2, but do you think this is a good fit for Willy Wonka, the guy that directed Paddington?
I can see it, totally see it.
You can see it?
Really, the special effects were really good, and the direction was fantastic. It was lighthearted, but also had some really good really, really, really good, like tense moments, but with a lot of heartwarming, lovable moments in the end.
Yeah, it was really nice. I didn't think Paddington #2 would be like the greatest film, especially if it was a January film. I mean,
Well,
who
it
cares?
was a December film.
Lord knows it would probably be better than what Tim Burton would do now. And I don't know. I think this is a great pick. I think that Paul King will probably do an awesome job on this. I think he'll hit that tone right and not have like weird midget Oompa Loompas playing electric guitar solos
So you
like in that movie. I think that happened.
You think there'll be no Johnny Depp or Helena Bonham Carter in this film?
I hope not. But anyway, speaking about excitement beyond belief,
Incredibles 2, what?
The Incredibles 2 trailer just came out today. Whoa, that was crazy transition. We're back in the 90s. Oh my goodness. So, I don't know, have you seen this?
Nah, well, I saw this in the movie.
Well, I mean, it takes place right after the last movie ended, and kind of the whole plot's going to revolve around, supposedly, according to the trailer, Elastigirl's going to go off on an adventure, and Mr. Incredible's going to stay home with the kids to make sure they're all okay. So, yeah, have you seen the trailer, Hunter? Andrew?
I'm watching it right now, but the brief little bit I saw, judging on what I'm seeing and what you just discussed, is that not the same story we saw 13 years ago?
Yes, it is. But it's the other way around because female empowerment.
But where's the Underminer?
Well, he'll disappear after the first act. He's just a first act teaser.
And how come after 13 years Jack hasn't aged?
Well, because it takes place right after the last one ended.
Well, that's not a very good timeline at all.
No, it's kind of confusing if you think about it.
Well, at least they're bringing back your favorite
Hold on.
characters. It looks amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Would there be a
And the
super suit
animation's
in this
great.
movie? Would there be a super suit in this movie?
Where's my super suit? I'm sure they'll
Woman,
mention
where's
it.
my super suit? That is the most quotable part from this entire film.
I don't know. Well, it looks like, they kind of, they put the role reversal, and I can almost guarantee they'll get together at the end to fight a giant monster.
All I know is I saw Edna Mole, and
Edna
I
Mole.
am down. I'm down.
As
I'm
Brad
in.
Bird, the director, does that voice. You know that.
No, I
Fun
did
fact
not know
about
that.
they
No
actually
capes.
had Lily Tomlin to come and do the voice, and he kept trying to do the voice. Like, I want you to do the voice this way, and it was done. They're like, Lily Tomlin's like, you're doing it better than I'll ever do it. And like, why don't you do the voice? So he decides to undo their own character's voice.
Yeah.
So she was there for like one day on the set.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm excited for this. I'm like you. I think this is a bit of a rehashed story. I think they're probably going to go for the political correctness of like the woman empowerment thing and trying to get that, or they just couldn't come up with a story and they decided to reverse it because we can't have anything original anymore. We got to have the rehash stuff, and anything original is going to go off the rails so bad.
But here's the thing: it is one of my all-time favorite. It's in my top 20 list of good movies. Just feel good, well directed, well written. Even if they rehash the old story, you're bringing back some of the favorite characters. So, and it's got to be better than anything that Pixar has done in a couple of years. I mean, come on, Finding Dory.
Yeah,
You know.
Inside Out was pretty good. It was pretty
The
original.
good dinosaur.
Coco was fine.
Inside Out, you mean the Emoji Movie copied?
Yes,
Yes.
correct.
The one that's supposed to resist Trump. I believe that was the big.
That's
selling
most
point.
every movie now.
That was the selling
That's
point.
the most every movie now.
I mean, like they sold the movie as it'll help children resist Trump. We're like, where did this come from? Why are you leading with that?
Was this Coco?
No, this was the Emoji Movie.
Oh, who cares? But anyway,
It's gone.
guys, we're going to take a really quick break. When we come back, we're going to have a really fun little game that we've come up with. We're going to be guessing the highest and lowest grossing movies of certain years. So, yeah, it's going to be pretty fun. So, we'll be right back.
Did you know Nash Community College offers 12 degree programs entirely online? Are you interested in information technology? Explore information technology systems, network management, systems security, healthcare informatics, or web design and administration. These 2-year programs are only a few of the online associate degrees offered through Nash Online. Students receive the same quality instruction and resources as on-campus students without ever stepping foot on Nash's campus. Learn more about Nash Online today at online.nashcc.edu.
Oh! What are you doing?
You missed it.
What did I miss?
Oh, it was nothing. For real, it's nothing.
But hey, guys, welcome back to Big Bang Cinema. I'm Isaac Anderson.
I am Tyler.
So, we decided today we were going to have a little...
Spider-Man.
We were going to have a fun segment.
Avatar.
We're going
Gone with
to
the Wind.
We're going to do a
Jaws.
segment talking about the highest grossing movies and lowest grossing movies of specific years. Now, I don't know the answers to this. And
do.
you don't know the answers to this. You don't know the answers to this. You better put that laptop away, mister. Andrew knows the answers to this. So, We picked a few years. I think we might know.
All right.
What's up first?
Okay, so the way we're going to do this fun contest is originally it was the 4. Well, Chris isn't here today, so I'm going to be between the 3 of you. No worries. We picked out, Isaac just named out 5 years. I went and found the highest grossing films, the top 5 highest grossing films for that specific year. I'm going to mention them as A, B, C, D, or E, and you have to guess which one was truly
Oh, that's too weird.
the high. You just
Yeah,
wait.
you don't know.
You wait.
I'm a
All right,
movie buff.
So
I
I've
didn't guess a lot of
got
these.
that. But
Well,
if
not
you
these.
get it right, you get to do a bonus question, and you have to pick the worst opening of that same year, the ones that opened in at least 100 theaters, and there's some fun ones. So, all right, let's start this off. We're going to start off with 1989. I'll pause so you can think back before you guys were born.
Yeah.
All right, highest
Okay.
grossing film from 1989. Was it A, Lethal Weapon 2? B, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade? C, Batman? D, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids? Or E, Look Who's Talking?
It's not Look Who's Talking to
We'll
me.
start with Isaac. I'll keep tally.
I'm going to go Batman because I think that was probably...
300 million.
It was very, very, very successful and kind of started that whole superhero franchise thing back up. And
Okay.
it was treated seriously. So I'm going to go Batman.
Tyler?
I'm completely between Batman and Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
But it's going to be easy.
We don't have this kind of time.
You got to think.
Indiana Jones, maybe.
Indiana
All right.
Jones. How about you, Hunter? You want to
Hunter?
guess?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw one. I'm gonna throw a shot in the dark here.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Lethal Weapon 2.
Lethal Weapon 2?
Yeah.
The correct answer is C, Batman.
Ooh!
Correct answer is C. So, he gets a bonus question. In the year 1989, name name the lowest grossing film that opened in at least 100 theaters. You will not get this.
I will not get it.
That's why it's a bonus question. It's hard.
Okay. I think this was before it, but Masters of the Universe.
Incorrect. Catch Me If You Can, the 1989 version, it racked up a whopping $3,686.
No, I didn't know that was
Opening
a
in
thing.
100 theaters. Batman, by the way, had 251 million.
$3,000.
$3,000? That's like a Shia LaBeouf
200
movie
and
today.
that's 251 million. Opening, of course, inflation was $40 million. So,
So
all right,
I would
moving
have
on.
never guessed that. I didn't even know that came out that year.
So it's one for Isaac. We're going to 1999. You ready?
Okay, I'm ready. This is a
Highest
good year for
grossing
movies.
film for 1999. Number 1, Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me.
Well, that's not it.
B, The Matrix. C, Toy Story 2. D, The Sixth Sense. I see dead people. Or D, Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
Star Wars
Isaac,
Episode
I'll
1.
start with Isaac.
Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. It's hard to choose between that and
That
The
got over a
Matrix.
billion.
Yep, okay.
But,
Tyler?
It's Phantom Menace. I got over a billion.
Hunter?
I'm gonna guess. What was that one called? What was the other one you were gonna
Your
guess?
choices were Austin Powers,
Matrix.
Matrix was B.
I'm gonna say B.
Okay, the
Just
correct
to be
answer is Star Wars, the Episode 1, The Phantom
It had
Menace.
over $1 billion.
So it had 431 million.
Okay.
Well, that's just
We got to
for
think what came out in 1999. We got to guess which movie came out.
Okay, so we'll start with Isaac. So the worst grossing opening in 100 theaters,
Okay.
at least 100.
This is the
theaters.
rise of like really crappy VHS movies.
Still have 3 more years to go.
Okay. Oh man.
You will not get this.
I'm just gonna. I'm gonna throw in the towel. Tyler, you want to guess?
It's Scream 3.
Incorrect. The answer is an MGM picture called Survival Quest, which whopped up a whopping $62,000.
I thought you were gonna go $62.
No, 62,000. There are movies out there that made $62.
Oh, I don't believe
but
me,
they
I
opened,
know.
But they opened in one theater. So
Yeah.
I'm
It's
trying.
100 theaters. That
100
sucks,
theaters.
though.
So-
That even
3,000.
sounds like it would suck.
At
Survival
3,000.
By the way,
Quest.
the second place was The Matrix. It made 171 million.
I bet it did.
So-
Great year for movies besides Phantom
Oh,
Menace.
that's right.
All right, so Isaac has
Previous
2 and
re-release.
Tyler have 1. Let's move on. We're going to go to 2001.
2001.
Ready?
Yes.
Okay. So number 1, is A, Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Rings, the first of the Lord of the Rings trilogies.
Quarterman.
B, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
C, Rush Hour 2.
No.
D, Shrek, the original Shrek. Or E, Monsters, Inc., another Pixar. Isaac. I'll read them
The
again.
2001's already coming back to me. I can already hear the techno music and Axe body spray. Give me the answer. Give me the options.
Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Sorcerer's Stone, Rush Hour 2, Shrek, or Monsters, Inc.
It's crazy. I saw all 4 of those in theaters that year too.
I'm ready to guess.
Go ahead, Hunter.
I'm going to say Harry Potter. And the
I'd say
Sorcerer's
Harry
Stone.
Potter too.
Okay.
I'm gonna go.
And the difference between, just to give you, the difference between these is only $2 million.
I'm gonna go.
$4 million, sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Harry Potter too.
Harry Potter for me.
All right. You went Harry Potter?
Harry Potter.
I think everyone went Harry Potter.
What'd you go with?
I went with Harry Potter.
You did?
We're all Harry Potter.
You're all Harry Potter?
Yeah.
Which is
Okay.
so close.
So you're all incorrect.
Oh.
It was Lord of the Rings.
It was Monsters.
No, I am wrong. I'm sorry. You are
Oh, correct! Oh!
That's the problem about trying to renumber these. The correct, yes, $317 million. Coming in second was Lord of the Rings with $313 million.
Gosh, can't
Only
find
off
good
by
help
$4 million. Well done. Everybody got a point. So here we go. Lowest for that year,
What year was it?
2001.
2001.
Tough year to be in movies
Yeah.
after 9/11 and the death of Dale Earnhardt.
Yeah.
Zoolander.
Which sadly hit more people in the South than probably 9/11 did.
Zoolander.
Incorrect.
No.
No, Zoolander made a lot of money.
The first Zoolander was awesome.
No.
Encino Man 3, I don't know.
Incorrect.
I give up.
All right, the lowest grossing for opening in 100 theaters that year was The Invisible Circus by Full Light Pictures.
Of course.
Made $77,000.
I wanted
Of course
to say
it did.
Invisible Cardinal.
All right, here we go. So the scores are tied. You got Isaac with 2, Tyler with 2, and Hunter with 1. Okay, here we go. Moving
It
on.
up right here.
Year 4. Here we
Don't
go.
I have 3?
2000.
3, 2.
You got Potter, right?
3, 2, 1, yeah.
3, 2, 1. You're right. Okay, 2007. Highest grossing was A, Transformers, B, Spider-Man 3, C, Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix,
It's a good one.
D, Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End, or E, Shrek the Third.
Shrek the Third.
Scary thing is Shrek the Third is actually in the top 5.
Oh, wow.
Spider-Man, Shrek the Third, Transformers, Pirates, or Harry Potter?
I'm ready to answer.
Go ahead.
I'm going to say Transformers.
Okay,
I'm going to go with Spider-Man 3.
okay.
I just feel like that made a ton of money.
Okay, read the other 2.
Spider-Man, Shrek the Third, Transformers, Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End, and Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix.
Maybe Pirates of the Caribbean.
Spider-Man 3 was like the...
What's your answer?
I say Pirates of the Caribbean.
Okay. Correct answer is Spider-Man 3.
Oh.
Spider-Man 3 is like the Justice League of 2007.
Spider-Man 3, followed closely by Shrek the Third.
I knew it had to be something weird like that. I knew it couldn't just be like Transformers.
I mean, but the Shrek movies are awesome.
Score is 4 for Isaac, 2 for Tyler, 1 for Hunter. All right, worst, Isaac, you get to choose.
Ooh,
The worst for 2007.
Okay. Oh my
And
goodness.
these both made me laugh. I picked out 2.
Okay. Is this a movie that I've heard of?
No. Well, maybe. I don't know. You know a lot of movies.
I do. I especially love bad movies.
Killer Tomatoes Return.
What?
Killer Tomatoes Return.
Killer Tomato. I don't think it's that. It's probably something really bland, like my dog named Steve. Or something
Incorrect. Incorrect. The two movies I picked out as the worst, coming in at $35,000. Bon Jovi, The Lost Highway.
Like that. No way. Is it Bon Jovi in it?
Bon Jovi, The Lost Highway. Yes.
I didn't know if it was like a clip movie that like somebody made for
Worse
money.
than that was Snoop Dogg's Hood of Horror.
Oh yeah.
I've heard of that.
I've seen that.
$25,900.
My goodness.
Because it was so bootleg when it came out. I remember that.
Here's the funny thing is $25,900 and over its lifetime it's made $25,900.
He should be proud of himself there.
Here we go,
Finally-
last year.
Finally made enough to buy that car.
I can come back.
Coming up with the last year. This is 2016. 2016. You guys have absolutely no chance of catching up. So,
I can.
okay. Was it A, Finding Dory? B, Captain America, Civil War? C, The Jungle Book? D, Rogue One, a Star Wars story? Or E, The Secret Life of Pets?
I'm going Rogue One on this one, just because it's Star Wars and it makes a ton of money, regardless of how good it is.
Okay.
Read them again.
Star Wars, Finding Dory, Captain America, Civil War, which was a phenomenal movie.
Yes.
The Secret Life of Pets, and The Jungle Book.
I want to say Captain America, 'cause I know that made over $1 billion.
Okay.
It's sad that like 3 or 4 out of them are
I'm gonna say
Disney
Finding
movies.
Dory.
Finding Dory.
I'm not catching up.
Finding Dory, incorrect. The correct answer was Rogue One, a Star Wars story.
Oh.
Beating the pants off everybody else with $532 million.
Let's say $5 million.
What?
Just 5.
They're getting close to that $4 billion mark.
Wait, is this domestic or is this global?
These are.
It's selling domestic.
Yes, it's domestic.
Oh, yeah.
It wouldn't have helped you.
Yeah.
Yeah, how is this what
Oh,
happened?
man. If this was intergalactic, I would have crushed it.
Because I got to think.
If you want to talk about the box office in China, I
Yeah, I'm not lying. I'm not, the box office, the Chinese box office puts like
Transformers would have won
it.
if China counted.
Even if you were right,
Yeah.
you cannot beat the lead that Rogue One had over Finding Dory, which was number 2. It's almost $120 million.
Number 2?
Now, I think I know the lowest grossing movie this year. I think it was Man Down with Shia
Incorrect.
LaBeouf.
No.
That was 2016.
Yeah, this is 2016.
Someone wasn't listening.
This is the guy I lost to.
All right, The Take racked in. The Take by,
The Take.
I don't even know, HTR Cinemas.
Was it $75?
No, it was $50,000. And here's the thing: at $50,000 in opening night, it made $41,000. So, and then followed by Wild Oats, which was the worst, the lowest for 100 theaters. That's $40,000.
Is there any recognizable actors in this?
No, and that's the whole thing. Is I could have gone through and found like the worst grossing of the movies that we saw, that we've seen. I mean, like I came across for '89, I came across Weird Al Yankovic's UHF, but it's still
Yeah.
it still grossed like $200 million.
Yeah.
Captain America did win domestic. I mean, won global. It beat out.
Doesn't matter. We're not talking globally.
Well,
Yeah,
you,
man.
you should have told me like box
I don't have to tell you all the rules. All you have to do is guess.
Like I know this.
You don't
stuff
even have to
global.
train for this test.
No.
You didn't have
even know
to
about
study.
this test.
I knew the
You
numbers,
take a
man.
logical guess based
I
upon
know-
the
I know
answers
we
that I'm
can't
giving you.
rewind,
It
but
is
I knew the
multiple
numbers.
guess.
I know the numbers, man.
I want to go back to like at the beginning of this segment when you said this is too easy.
Hey, Drew.
Because I know global. I know
Okay.
the global box office.
Who won?
Who won? Isaac did.
Who came in second?
But guys, thank you so much
That'd
for
be
watching.
Tyler.
I lost?
Yeah, you only got one.
You lost,
But-
man.
But how?
But I got the last one right. It was 1.53 billion for.
I don't
Civil War.
understand
Not
why
doing
you're
globally.
arguing
this
for
is
second
domestic
place.
only.
You should have said domestic.
I
when
don't
we
have to say
started.
domestic because, like I said before, you didn't have to study for this test. It's a test given to you face to face.
Oh,
All you have
I
to do is
knew
guess.
it.
Have
We're
you
gonna
ever
be
taken the
reviewing Peter Rabbit on Quick
SATs?
Flicks.
I knew the
those guys are
answers.
gonna
I knew the
enjoy it.
answers. I knew the
Thanks for
global
watching,
You were
guys.
so full of it.
All that I'm
not-
saying,
I knew
Isaac
numbers.
Anderson.
There's
all that I'm
no
saying
way.
is
That's
why
Tyler
is he
And you
arguing?
lost anyway.
Hunter
Why is he
Baker.
arguing when he
That's
doesn't? It's
Andrew
not going to
Small.
change his
I'll
place.
see you later. Stay level.
Exactly.
I'm still going to be a second by one more.